Serious?
For this semester, I did.
Oh shit.
I gotta see in the class though.
Hey, bet.
Hey, hell yeah, we take those.
Hey, so that means Eric, if we pass this PV national, the next one that potentially might have to rush through, like the Transformers one, remember? Because we might go to the Kid Cudi concert.
Right.
We could just fucking tank that one and fuck it. We still might be able to pass.
Facts.
You're right, bro. You're right.
You can.
It's gonna be
You
nuts.
have to realize, like, the nationals are only 60% of your grade. There's a whole 40% left.
There you go. Hey.
And they're gonna give you 100 for the homework. I didn't even do the homework. They gave me 100 for the homework.
Oh god. Fucking degenerates.
All right, y'all know the vibes. We're live right now.
Yeah, yo, what is the deal?
Welcome back.
What's going on, pimp? How you guys doing today? I see Rose is feeling pretty good. We got Rose back in here. Know what I mean?
Welcome back.
Hi guys. I don't know what in this man's mind made him think it was a good idea to bring me back, but I'm back.
I can't really hear Rose.
Can
Oh,
you hear
word?
me? Can you hear me
Yeah.
now? Mic check 1 2. Turn me up.
There you
I
go.
hear me
There
now.
you go.
Hey.
Okay. There you go. Now we got Rose in here.
Hi guys. I'm back.
This man is back. We brought him back. We didn't really like him the first time around, so we had to do it again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We had to redo it.
Yeah,
They said
run
I
it
sounded
back.
like a bitch last time. I need to sound less like a bitch this time.
Whoa.
Even
I
he
mean-
Nobody
said
said
that.
that.
Eric himself said that. He said,
Eric
"Rose, you
himself
sounded like
said
a
that.
bitch."
Nobody said that.
Bring him back. We got to let him redeem himself.
We gotta let him fucking go round two with Eric right
No,
quick. You know what
bro.
I'm saying? A
Meet me
little-
out back, Eric.
Damn.
Okay.
He said, "Catch me outside." What you gotta say about that, Eric? You gonna let this man? You know what I'm saying? You
Lock
gonna-
legs, no face. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I was just playing, man. I can't message you wrestlers.
He said, "Rose is crazy.
We throw shoulders around here, not
Oh,
not
shit.
locks.
This man is wild." So how your day going? How's your day? How's your day, Eric?
It was good, man. Got some rest today, day off, you know what I mean? Long weekend, bro.
I feel it. What about you, Rose?
Man, it was. I went to work and didn't do nothing.
Same shit every day, right?
Same shit every day
I feel you. We've been doing that shit for a minute.
for a minute.
No, fuck that. I'm cool. I'm chilling. I gave myself a well-deserved day off. Know what I mean?
So he having a 4-day weekend.
I'm having a
Oh.
4-day weekend. You know, tonight's gonna be a little good. Tomorrow's gonna be a little better, and then Sunday's gonna be rough.
Sunday's gonna be rough. Monday's gonna be rough too.
Nah, Monday ain't gonna be too bad. But
Well, you're not gonna be. All
I
right,
see
fine.
you. I see
I'll
you.
ask you about it later.
what you mean? So I'm saying, cause Saturday, tomorrow, me and Eric, we gonna get.
Yes.
We're gonna be pretty
Yes.
sauced.
Yeah.
But we're preparing for that. We're being pretty well prepared, right, Eric?
Yes, this is facts.
You know what I'm saying? We got.
We got some IVs, you know what I'm saying?
They gonna bring us back to life. You know what I mean? Shit gonna be wild.
You need that adrenaline shot for the heart. I got that on deck.
Ooh.
Pulp Fiction?
Yeah,
Ooh.
man.
Okay.
Just in case, man. You never know.
I fucks with you.
You never
Yeah.
know.
Okay, you guys are fucking heathens, bro.
Hey.
What they call that? That Narcan?
Yo.
Hey, I heard they was giving that shit out.
Yeah, hey, you know what?
Well,
my,
they starting to.
my
Yeah.
pops got
Yeah,
some
right.
some
Yes.
pain medication, and they're like, "Hey, man, this shit's pretty heavy, so we're gonna give him some Narcan too." That nasal spray.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, I heard it could either be injected or
Yeah.
that fucking
nasal shot, yeah.
shit.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Especially with the whole fucking, what was that drug, that fentanyl fucking,
Fentanyl,
that's-
everything
yeah.
was being laced with fentanyl, right?
Everything and then some.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's wild. Don't do
The
drugs,
streets
kids.
is wild, man.
Don't
Y'all
do
be
drugs,
safe out there.
kids.
Don't be out here playing.
Don't do drugs, and if you do drugs, do them responsibly, know what I mean? Because this shit is wild, and know where you're getting your shit from.
Hey, J-Los, I want to shout you out, bro, because every time we start, bro, you in the chat, like, ready to go.
J-Lo, what is the
J-Los.
deal, pimp? This
Bro.
man is
Thanks for the love,
wild.
J-Los.
Yes, sir. Thank you. He says, y'all look like y'all going on a date after this.
Oh, we go.
Ooh. Ouch. Yeah, I'm trying to be Chael's soulmate.
This man was trying
Still?
since last episode. It ain't working, bro. My
Ain't nothing
barber
changed.
got me right, dog. So he's way ahead of the game with Rose. You know what I'm saying? Rose either got to know how to cut hair or something, cause I ain't changing my soulmate anytime soon. I
Hey
mean,
man, we're men. We have sports and we believe in comeback kids. We could be down by a lot, but we gonna get that touchdown and win the game.
Stay
Fourth
gold.
quarter coming back, bro.
long story short is he ain't gonna quit.
Ain't no quitters. In my
I'm buying my
circle.
own drinks today. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're smart on that. Yeah.
I'm buying my own drinks today, Rose. You ain't buying me a damn thing.
So he just confirmed we're going on a date.
We are going on
so
a
I
date.
got a shot.
Apparently. I guess it's a date.
This is 4K, guys. Come on.
This is 4K. Nah, but yeah, we J-Lo's, to answer your question, yeah, we are going. We not going on no date, know what I mean? But this man's crazy. But we going on a. We gonna hang out with the bros, you know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, if you want to pull up, pull up. But yeah, we just gonna listen to some house music, you know what I'm saying? Where the white women at? Is what we gonna be yelling out, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's gonna be fun. What's up?
Yeah. What he said.
Yeah, we just gonna where the white women at? I mean, it's gonna be lit. We gonna have a great time today. We might be a little bit intoxicated, but it's all right.
Just a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
Hey, but for today, we have a good topic for you guys. We think it's a good topic. Let us know. We got Betterment often includes solitude. So, what do you guys think about that? What does that mean to you? Betterment often includes solitude.
Betterment often includes solitude. I guess the better you start doing in life, the more lonelier it begins to it becomes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say, you know, you start cutting off old relationships, friendships. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel as though in order to be able to progress in life, you got to get rid of the past or whatever holds you back. So yeah, betterment, any sort of betterment for yourself, it does tend to get a little lonely, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree on that. Betterment often includes solitude. As soon as you make the decision, like, okay, I need to get this out off my chest. I need to improve. I need to do whatever goal you set yourself. You start looking at what's around you that's distracting you. You start cutting that shit out, and it may be activities that you enjoy with friends or associates or whatever. Once you stop doing those activities, you start cutting out those people. So it leaves you with solitude. On one side, it might be a bad thing. It's like a double-edged sword, right? You don't want to stay alone for too long, but it at least gives you no distractions, so you can focus 100% on what you're trying to achieve. Yeah,
I mean, I guess it gives you a little bit more time to. It takes a lot, bro. I think it takes a lot for you to be able to be like, you know what, I can't kick it with y'all no more. You know what I mean? Especially knowing that like you guys have been kicking it. Because I have a bunch of people I haven't hung out with in years, bro. But why? I'm not gonna say I feel like I'm better than anybody, because you know the first thing a man should be is humble. But I just know that my trajectory is different than theirs.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I think it all comes down to being on a different path than those people. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times is most people don't. It's not that they don't want to take a different path. Some of them might be too afraid to do it, or some of them are scared to fail to be able to want to move forward in life. So they're just stuck in that limbo, you know, in that where they're constantly at right now. You
Comfort
know what I'm saying?
zone, right?
Yeah, exactly. So they don't really want to jump out of it. I mean, change is different. Change is hard. Change is scary. You know what I'm saying?
Painful sometimes.
Yeah. And it takes a lot for you to want to be like, you know what, dude, I don't want to be here no more. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you cut off people, I mean, they call you fake. You fake fucked with me or whatever the fuck. And it's not even that. It's what's better for me at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And with all due respect, you probably weren't doing anything in my life to help me in my journey. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to progress with everybody, but not everybody has that same mindset.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see. I'm thinking like betterment often includes solitude. So I think the important word in that phrase is it includes solitude. So solitude isn't the only thing that you're doing, right?
Right.
Because you're not going to get the information you need to move towards betterment. Like if we could just move towards betterment by ourselves, all free willy, more people would be doing better, right?
Yes.
It takes having somebody that's a few steps ahead of you or in a space where you would like to be to point out some stuff for you, or if you can learn vicariously from somebody, right? And just see, okay, what do I want to accomplish? How have other people accomplished it? And then mapping that out and doing that, right? So I think there's a portion of that is solitude. Like you do need to just sit down, put on the blinders, and box everything else out. But then also you also have to include like, okay, what are your checks and balances to make sure that you're on the right path, right? Like what are your checks and balances to ensure that you're not falling into these very plain and typical pitfalls that you can't possibly be aware of, but that somebody who's already been down that path knows, right? So I'm a firm believer in mentorship and communal building and all that good stuff, right? You know, so
Well, that's the thing. A lot of times you want to be able to learn from somebody that's already been through that same path. You know what I'm saying? But then that also becomes, like I said, you break off and you start your own journey. You know, you go your separate ways, but you tend to try to, I guess, mingle or, learn or get mentored by someone that's basically or more or less on the same path as you or has the same mindset as you. You know what I'm saying? Because if someone isn't doing anything beneficial in your life, you really don't need the person.
right,
As
but
fucked up as it sounds, you know what I'm saying?
but specifically, like it can't be somebody that like we're all apprentices. It can't be us, right? We haven't become journeymen yet, right? Like it would have to be a journeyman that might be a few years into the trade to point us down the right pathways and things of that nature.
I don't think so though, because a lot of times, I mean, you could always learn. I mean,
I mean,
person could
you
always
can
learn
a
and
lot
be
from a
taught.
dummy. That's what my uncle says.
That's-
You
yeah.
can learn a lot from a dummy.
The thing that I came to realize early on in my construction career is you could learn something from everybody on the job, bro.
Right.
From the dumbest dude on there to the best dude on there. You could learn from the worst dude on the job, from the idiot. You can learn what not to do,
Right.
how not to be that person. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And from the best dude, you can learn his methods, his ways, and then, I
Make it
guess
your
quote
own.
unquote perfect it or mold it to work better for you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, like I said, but the fact still remains that your trajectory is still on a different path. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I do believe that it does tend to get lonely because, like I said, your journey's different. Your journey's different than those that, that are still in those comfort zones. So to me, it's a lot better and it's a lot more beneficial to you if you tend to break those communications, or not communication, but tend to, because 9 times out of 10, bro, they're still always hitting you up like, let's do this, let's do that, let's hang out right here, let's do this, and it's like, bro, like, what are you doing that's benefiting your life, your career, your goals? And what do you and how can that involve or help my life as well?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, to me, honestly, bro, if something ain't working out for me, I'm gone. Like it's not doing
Facts.
anything for me.
Facts.
You
If,
know?
if you're not adding to me, you're taking away.
Exactly. There's no other way around it. That's exactly just how it
it.
works. Plain and simple.
Unfortunately, sorry.
What's the chat saying?
So we got J-Lo's saying that's why you got to peep and look at those who are around you. A lot of times people deal with those that are not doing anything for you and for themselves out of love and loyalty. The best loyalty you can give to them and yourself is to part ways. If they was really your dog, they'll understand and it'll hopefully wake something up in them.
No, that's very true. Look, you don't owe anybody anything, bro.
Nah.
As long story short, you don't owe anybody anything. The only thing that you have is your word and your loyalty to yourself, bro. If you can't be loyal to yourself enough to be like, hey, bro, you ain't working out for me, and we just got to go our separate ways, and that's different. You want to be in that position still. You know what I'm saying? But in order for you to be able to move on, and that'll be like, that's going to hit our next point. You can't progress with keeping the dead weight around, bro. You know what I'm saying? You cannot move forward in life by holding on to the past.
It's like a bonsai tree, right? Like a
Yeah.
bonsai tree grows all kinds of wild ways, but in order to
You
make
gotta
it
trim
grow in a way that's beautiful,
You got to be
and
trimming.
You got to trim it.
You gotta clean it up.
Got to cut the wild ones that are popping out of line.
Right, yeah.
That's exactly it, bro. Like you in order to move forward, you have to leave shit behind. And a lot of people don't want to do that because they're quote unquote loyalty, or because they're, we shared so much. Yeah, you did share so much a lot. Maybe back then. What did you say the other day, Eric? Or who about they fell in love with the expired version of you?
Facts.
Oh, shit.
right.
I said
Absolutely.
that. I don't think I said
No,
that.
that was
No,
actually me. That was me.
Yeah,
Oh, there you
okay,
go.
there you go. That was
Yeah.
Rose.
But
My other black friend.
we
No,
look
sorry.
alike.
Oh shit! There you go. No, but yeah, you're right. People tend to fall in love with your expired self. You know what I'm saying? Like they're used to that image of you. They're used to that
Right.
version of you.
Right.
So you know what I'm
And
saying?
you're
Like,
not that anymore.
and you're not that
and
person
not only
anymore.
are you not that, you're growing into a different version
Exactly.
of that, right? Like
You're
even
molded
further
different.
away from that person that they remember,
Yeah.
and keeping them around once they that relationship is based upon who you were and
Back
not
then.
who you're going to be. right?
Exactly.
So if you want to be who you're going to be, sometimes you got to let go of who you were, and who you were would hang out with people that were doing things that
Yeah.
are not conducive with
with
what you're trying to go to.
Exactly.
Right,
You were
yeah.
hanging out with the old me in other ways. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, yeah, back in the day I was doing so and so and so, but now I'm on a different path. I had to give up some things to do what I want to do in life, or to move
Right.
forward in my life.
to accomplish some stuff.
Because I know a lot of people that are just fucking living day by day, not doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
No
Just,
plans, just
and
wilding.
it's, to me, it's like, okay. I mean, it's sad to be like, you know what? We once used to kick it. We once used to be cool, but I mean, I hope and pray that they do better in life. But at the same time, it's like you can't help someone that don't want to help themselves. You know?
Right. You can't want better than what somebody wants for themselves, right?
Yeah,
Like,
you can lead a horse to water, but that's about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's crazy though. If you think about it, man. Like, I mean, I've had I mean, not that I've cut off people, but a lot of times, if you think about it, a lot of people cut themselves off from you.
Okay.
You know, they kind of distance themselves, I guess. And I mean, to them, like, I guess to them, it was actually like, it might be something a little bit more like, you know, respectable, because it's like, hey, this dude's on some other shit. Let me just back up, because we ain't the same no more, type shit. You know what I'm saying?
So
I mean, I'm the
okay.
same. I'm the same cool ass dude. It's just my life went a different direction.
Right.
You know, and it's still going in different directions. I don't know where it's going to end up, but I got to keep moving forward.
So are the people that are to be cut off, if they're not who you're going, or a part of who you're going to be, limited to only friends?
What do you mean only friends? What do you mean?
Like are only friends the people that are in the category of people that needs to be cut off?
No, that could go to relationships, friendships, or even family members, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of family members. I mean, it's sad to say, you tend to lose communication with a lot of them, because, like, I mean, they either something happened or they just don't mess with you the same. And it's like, okay, you got to remember, bro, that at the end of the day, it's about you. What benefits you? What's gonna help you and lead you to that path or that vision that you got? You know what I'm saying? That ultimate goal. And if, like I said, whether it be family, friends, you know, relationships, you gotta trim the fat where it needs to be trimmed. You know what I'm saying?
Where the fat is at.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Cut it where the fat is. What say you, Eric?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, it could be anybody. It could be anybody that's within your life.
Anybody can get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God, like these hands.
Equal opportunity.
E for everyone.
I like
This
that.
man is wild. What's
man.
the chat saying, Eric?
Not much. Still. Oh, you know what? J-Lo's had another one. But this kind of thing is a double-edged sword. I guess going back to Solitude.
Mm-hmm.
Good examples is how when someone makes it out the hood, same struggles as you, and you was homies, a dude will switch up on you 8 out of 10 times, 100%.
Right, but then that's kind of mandatory, right? Like,
Yeah.
like this man is now thinking on a wavelength that you cannot be on because you're still in that old space, right? And so in order for this man to vibe with you, he has to go back to that old wavelength in order to even maintain that sort of conversation. Like, you can't even be a part of the conversations that he has because your brain doesn't even think on the levels that this man, like, he's privy to all sorts of different conversations, all different sort of deals. His brain is just on some other, who knows what sort of contracts he's got going, what sort of business he's got lined up, or even the kind of people that he's related to, right? Like if you're a politician, you can't even be, or not even a politician. If you're trying to be an FBI agent, you can't even have a criminal in your family. Right?
Facts.
You know what I mean? If you're trying to be an FBI agent, you can't have somebody with a felony, just one felony, right? You can't even be related to somebody that, right?
How many you want? He said one felony. Like,
I mean,
how
just
many you
one?
want, pimp?
Hey, give me at least 2. You know, we got the 3 strikes and you're out, right? At least give me 2, man.
This man is
Yeah.
wild.
You know what I mean? So how many people are automatically
Disqualified.
just because of who they're related to,
You gotta
right?
trim
And
the fat.
even like contracts for Boeing or Northrop Grumman. I have some friends that are engineers, right? That work for they get these secret contracts with the government. I get interviewed 3 times a year just because I'm friends with them.
Damn.
Right? You know what I mean? And you know, I'm nothing crazy. I don't got nothing going on, right? But just because they know me and hang out with me, I get interviewed by the government
Because you're associated with
because
them.
of my proximity to this person.
Yeah, that's ripples right
Right?
there.
There's ripples, right? So you
Yeah.
know what I mean? I could be influencing this guy
Yeah, right.
or this girl or
Yeah.
whomever it is.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, and like I said, that goes to show you how much, as crazy as it is, how much other people can have an impact on your life. You know what I'm saying?
Your life.
So, for example, where would homeboy be or how would he be looked on if they interviewed you and knew you was like like a 2-time felon type shit? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he
Like,
wouldn't have made it.
exactly.
He wouldn't have been in.
That's wild. I mean, it's kind of crazy how your life basically comes into, or like his life, his or her life, basically like their trajectory couldn't be where they're at right now, or their path couldn't lead them to where they're at now because of of their associations.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're guilty by association, basically.
Guilty by birds of a feather.
Tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like me
Facts.
growing up, I had a lot of that kind of shit. I used to hang out with not those, you know, the quote unquote not the best type. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I was never part of it, but technically I was because they hung out with me. You know, I hung out with them and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
guilty by association.
I mean, not even that. Like, you're influenced by those people. So, like, the things that they're doing, the things that are cool to them, the things that are important to them, gradually becomes important to you.
I was actually kind of cool though. I was actually good in that no matter what, I still always had a mind of my own. So no matter what they did, doesn't necessarily it didn't rub off on me. Like just because they was certain ways, they did certain shit, I never did it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, maybe it came from the foundation that I had at home. You know what I'm saying? Don't let people, don't let other people's, mindsets or actions influence yours. And God, thankfully it never happened. You know what I'm saying? I hung out with them and shit. But it never made me do what they want to do, or made me lead down the same path as they did. Because I got a couple of friends that actually were locked up and shit over over dumb shit. And it's like I feel like I ended up all right. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take the same path as they did, knowing that, they were wilding out,
Right.
and I wilded out with them sometimes, but not to that extent.
We got Jailus in the chat saying, at the end of the day, it's all on you. Because when you die, it's just you. So make sure you did what you could for yourself up until that point.
Facts. At the end of the day, bro, you got to remember, you got to look out for number one. You got to look out for what the thing is that a lot of people tend to the misconception with that though is that a lot of people become selfish with that. A lot of people say, "Oh yeah, you got to look out for number one," and it's just like, nah. I mean, yeah, you do have to. The most important is yourself. But then again is you got to become the person that you want everybody else to succeed with you that are on the same path as you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the kind of dude that I like everybody around me to eat. I want everybody around me to eat. You know what I'm saying? I don't forget that I might be the most important one to myself. Eric's my homie. Rose is my homie. But at the end, I love both of these guys. But at the end of the day, I got to look out for myself too.
Right.
Facts.
But because I expect the same from both of you guys.
Right.
I expect both of you guys to look out for yourselves first, and then
All
if you got a
day.
little something, look out for somebody else. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It ain't that hard, but it is to most people. People got that selfish mentality, but then again, like I said, we are basically on. We got damn near the same careers.
Mm-hmm.
We got almost the same mindsets,
Right.
and we fuck with I fuck with you guys heavy. So it's like we're not. I honestly could say that we're not on the same. Our trajectories our paths seem to be kind of going in the same direction.
Right.
But you know what? It's not going to be exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? What I want is obviously different wants from you guys.
Right.
But you guys got a good headspace. You guys got a good mindset. That's why I fuck with you guys. I can't say that. Why do you think, as crazy as it is, why do you think I started this podcast with my boy Eric? Because I fuck with his mindset. All the other dudes that I used to kick it with, where they at? You know what I'm saying? Probably on the block smoking. Chilling,
Right.
sitting at the pad, posted up, just smoking and going to sleep. Like,
Right.
I can't do that. That's not me,
That segues us right into finding purpose, right? Because how do you find your purpose? What is purpose?
Well, that all depends. I think that all comes with what. I think that's all that's an individual thing,
Absolutely.
You have to figure out the purpose for yourself. Like, it's something that no one else should have the answer to, or be able to affect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I was telling my man Eric last time. What was that quote that we were talking about, Eric? About that a man can't have his purpose in a particular relationship.
Right. A man's purpose should not be dictated by any particular relationship.
Exactly. So a man's purpose is his and his own.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can't let other people determine that for you,
Right.
or even influence your purpose, because that's what makes you, and that's what gives you the reason and the will to want to keep progressing. And if you give that purpose, if you give that power, it's in particularly to a woman, You know, like what happens when that woman bounces?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Devastating.
You lose your will, you
your
lose
purpose. You're
yourself.
Like, dang, what am I trying to do?
And as deeper as it goes, you tend to lose yourself because your purpose was taken away from you by somebody else.
Mm.
And what does that leave you?
Whole lot of nothing.
On God. That's basically it. On God. You're left without a
All
purpose.
over again.
Right.
You're left without a purpose. And like I keep preaching, a man with no purpose serves no purpose.
Yeah. My take on it is that your purpose might be something that comes easy to you, and you might not enjoy doing it, but people are like, hey, damn, you got talent, dude. Like, you know, you might want to look into that, but it might not bring pleasure to you. And what does bring pleasure to you, it might come with work. Maybe you like the process of it getting better. But honestly, finding your purpose, you just need to get out there. Experiences will lead you to like, okay, you know what? I really do enjoy this, and I think I have a mission here. I think I have some type of vision here. I see something. Only you could decide what your purpose is. That's the beauty of it. You have freedom of will. So you get to decide exactly what values you have, not other people telling you. Kind of like how me and Rose were talking about earlier, the allegory of the cave. At the beginning, it's prisoners against the wall with shadows on the wall. Powers that be just showing you, okay, this is what you should be attentive to. This is what's important to you. Somebody's dictating to you what's important to you. Nah, you get to decide that. That's literally your choice. So
100%.
Yeah, purpose. I think finding your purpose, to answer your question, Rose, requires you to have experiences with a lot of things. You need to get out there and experience life.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking in my head. I was like, man, I think finding purpose. I think our life purpose is to live life first and foremost, right? Like, get out there, experience things, learn different cultures, different foods, different ideologies, different ways of thinking. To find like where you fit, and what resonates with who you are and your being, right? And the more you experience, the more you can find yourself, like you learn more about yourself, right? Because you don't know what you're capable of, in all honesty, until you're put in that situation, right?
Of course.
Yes.
And so the only way to be put in that situation, or any situation, is to go out there and experience stuff. To find your capabilities. What are your boundaries? What are you comfortable with? What are you uncomfortable with? Like, what is okay with you? What is not okay with you, right? Like, you don't know what these things are until you clearly define them by going and experience it.
Trying them out for yourself.
Right? Trying that stuff out for yourself, right? So, you know what I mean? Like, if you know you don't like going off high things, right? You don't want to go up a mountain. You know, you might not know that until you go up a mountain.
Right.
Right. And then you get to that edge and, yo, this precipice is
shit.
crazy. I don't ever want to do this again.
Yeah.
Right.
Or something, just fuck it, just take the leap.
Or
You know what I'm
jump,
saying? Just
man.
take the leap.
Maybe it's like,
Let's go having.
I ain't no punk. I'm jumping.
Dude,
I ain't no
right.
bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you know what I mean?
You think a lot of people don't like to or better yet, let me ask this: why do you think people don't like cutting, I guess, quote unquote, the bad fruit from the tree? You think it's because they're afraid to be judged as to doing it, or they feel like they might get, like, you know, frowned upon or talked shit about,
man.
or something?
Change is unnatural, right? Like, our brain is trained for survival first and foremost, because we're animals, right? Like,
Of course.
Right.
our brain recognizes these people or these routines that we do as safe, right?
Yeah, it's
Our brain
predictable,
does
right?
not recognize these new people as safe, right? So subconsciously, you're just like, okay, now you're a little bit uncomfortable. That's why it's always like either awkward or uncomfortable, or when you meet new people, because your brain's like, I don't know if this person's safe.
Right.
What is safe? And I think it's probably like 10 times worse for women, right? Because you know, at least as men, you know, we'll throw hands, we'll do what we got to do to protect
right.
ourselves, but our brains naturally gravitate towards, like, yo, this is unsafe. Like, it all boils down to ones and zeros, right? Like, either it's safe or it's not, right? Either yes or no, right? And until our brain can decide that, and the quicker our brain can decide that, the better, right? And it can easily decide that. Yo, I've known Chael for God knows how long, and I don't have to think whether this guy is safe or not. I recognize him. I seen him. I don't got to think of it. My brain's like, yeah, safe, good to go, right? And so when you say, yo, cut this person off, your brain's like, yo, that's safe, yo, you getting rid of safe? Nah, man, you crazy. Don't get rid of safe.
Right.
That's safe.
Yes.
Right? We know this. You want to go? We don't know that. We don't know
Right.
what could happen. We might die. Our brain literally thinks, yo, we might die. That might kill us, until we do it, and it's like, oh, that wasn't so bad, right?
Yeah, I fucks with that. Honestly, Yeah, you're right, bro. I think it's like
We don't like change.
people getting
It's
stuck in
human.
their comfort zone, being attached to something. You're right. It's predictable. You're like, okay, he's gonna do this or she's gonna do this. You already know how it's gonna break down.
Right.
Whereas, go ahead.
No, finish.
Whereas with a new person, just like Rose said, I'm just reiterating. With a new person, you don't know like what's he reaching out, what's he reaching into his pocket for? Like what's he? You don't know how that person's gonna react to what you say. You don't know. You just don't know.
Yeah, because since you already know the person, like Rose said, they're safe. You already know what to expect from that person.
Right.
Someone that comes into your life brand new, you gotta put your guard up because it's like I don't know what the fuck this motherfucker's intentions are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But with me, I love everybody, bro. I could approach anybody. I could have a conversation with everybody. That's another reason that gets me in trouble when I'm like if I ever am dating a female, because they say I'm quote unquote too friendly.
Me too.
And
I
it's
get that a
like
lot.
I mean, dude, like
You want me to just shut up?
Yeah.
And just mean mug everybody?
check this out, bro.
Shit.
I used to catch heat I used to catch heat all the time at drive-throughs, bro. Because usually a lot of times it's like a little chick at the drive-through, and I'm polite. How you doing today? How's your day going? This and that. I chop it up. I like to have a conversation with people. Because I mean, as this is going to be one of our future topics. As a matter of fact, I'm just trying to brush onto it a little bit. One of our boy Floozy's topic. We're gonna talk about how to be more approachable.
Hey.
As a matter,
let's go.
as a matter of fact, I'm not that approachable, bro. Because I guess I don't appear approachable.
Really?
To a lot of people, dog, people just don't really fuck with
Big
me.
old teddy bear.
I am a softie though. I mean, people, you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I like to talk to people. I like to be nice. I like to be polite because I'm not much of an approachable dude. They say I don't look approachable. So I'm like, all right, cool. I like to make myself approachable. You know what I'm saying? I initiate conversations. I like to make people laugh. I like to make people feel safe around me because in reality, I'm not going to do shit. You know what I'm saying? So I used to catch so much heat when I was in relationships and shit at drive-thrus because the chicks would always talk to me. They'd always, granted, I had my female right in the passenger seat and shit, but I wouldn't disrespect the female. But then when I'm driving off, what the fuck was that about? I'm like,
What do you mean?
what the fuck you mean? Like, I can't have a conversation with somebody, Like, you got to be able to talk, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to talk to people, and you never know. And you never know. Like, you get, who knows, like, maybe it's all about networking, too. The more people you know what I'm saying, the better it is. But I'm not saying you're going to go out and be friends with everybody because you can't be friends with everybody. You got to keep your grass cut real low. But... snakes is out here. You know what I'm saying? Snakes is out here. And like I said, you gotta be able to trim the fat where it needs to be trimmed. As fucked up as it sounds, a lot of people are afraid to be called fake friends or fake as fuck or call me whatever the fuck you want to call me, but I'm not in that same position you are. I'm different. I changed up. I switched up to better myself. Whether you respect
Situations change.
Whether you respect that or not, you know what I'm saying? It was not because we had any bad blood or anything, but it's because I saw that I needed to remove myself from said situation, from said friendship to be able to be better, you know what I'm saying? To come up with a better version of myself.
And sometimes nothing even happens. Sometimes friends literally can just grow apart.
That's
Right? Like
Facts.
literally, like you're growing in this direction, and then
they're
you're
going in
meeting
the
new
opposite.
people that fit that direction and that are more in alignment with who you're becoming. And I tie you to who you used to be, and at the same time, I am moving in this other direction. The people that I'm surrounded by are in alignment with who I'm becoming, and our only tie to each other is who we used to be. And so every time we link, we're based off of history, and it's like, yo, for some reason there's discomfort. For some reason there's a clash of some sort of energy because we're not the people that we are trying to be together anymore. Like those people don't exist. That was then.
That was back then.
Now, right?
That's something that's gonna say. You got to leave the past behind you.
leave
That
the
was
past
previous history. We had history together.
Right.
That's about
And
it.
there's
though.
love there, and there's joy and adoration, right? Like
There's memories. There's memories.
There's respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of respect. Like some of the homies from back, some of my day ones, quote unquote, right? Like much respect. Yeah, I love seeing all the things that they're doing, all the accomplishments that they're making, but we're just on different paths, and the way in which we hang out just ain't what we're doing no more.
The thing that a lot of people fail to realize is that life happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, just some people go, people get married. People have kids. People, people have careers, not just jobs, careers.
Yep.
People have a lot of shit in their life, and
Commitments.
yeah, and it's like,
Commitments.
you know, you get those people that are still stuck in that same place that you used to hang. I mean, yeah, you know, you used to be that kind of life. You used to hang out with them every weekend. We used to go clubbing, bars, this, and that. You can't do that when you're dodging family. When you have a family, when you have a career, when you have responsibilities. You know, like
or you have goals, right? Like,
yeah, like you
sometimes you
you
just
gotta
like, look, I'm
sacrifice some
trying to
shit.
accomplish some shit.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, life happens.
And in order to accomplish, right, like losing weight,
Save some
simple
bread.
shit, right?
Save
like,
some bread. You know,
I'm
what
just trying to bulk up and eat good, right? You talking about go eat Korean barbecue every weekend? I love Korean barbecue,
That
but
shit
that's
fire.
not in alignment with what I'm
That
trying to
shit
do right now.
slaps.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
go through
fuck
some
that.
discomfort in order to gain some new growth, right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and that's what I'm saying.
Growing pains.
We got this man. We got to come to realize, and we actually got to be okay with accepting that life happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you don't know what the fuck that person's going through in life. They don't know what you going through in life, and you
Right.
got to be able to respect that and be like, you know what? It's not that they ain't fucking with you. They probably just can't fuck with you at the moment. You know what I'm saying? And if they like J Lo said, if they really your homies, they would understand. If
Facts.
they not, then hey, bro, keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we cool, but we just can't fuck with each other like that no more. You know?
Right.
And
Every
that
once in a blue moon, maybe.
and that comes
Maybe.
with, you know, like, and that, like I said, that could be friendships, that could be relationships, it could be family, it could be anything. Whatever you feel is right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, I guarantee you, there's so many people in your life, maybe even family members, you don't fuck with anymore.
Sometimes you need to cut yourself off. That's Solitude is. That all that bullshit you on.
Yeah.
Go ahead, cut that shit off.
You gotta be able to tell
Go
yourself,
sit in the room.
sit your ass inside the house.
Deal with them demons in
Yeah.
your head
Right.
and conquer that shit. Like, for the most part, we're always in our own way. Like, we're the ones in our own way for the most part.
Most definitely, yeah.
Right.
We're our biggest critiques and our biggest fucking obstacles at some point.
When we should be our biggest cheerleaders and our biggest supporters, right?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Sometimes we got to get out of our own way.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree with that.
What kind of people are, like, if you were to say, like, the people that are in alignment with what I'm trying to do or what I'm trying to become, what do they look like for you, J.O.?
Me?
Yeah, specifically.
I would have to say probably people that are like constantly trying to stimulate their mind, constantly trying to progress. Probably starting their own business, starting their own something. You know, somebody that still that has a good mindset now, but is still willing to keep growing. The person that still has ambition, a person that has goals and is willing to pursue them, a person that's not afraid to take the leap. You know what I'm saying? Someone that's, I guess you can say, a person that has leadership qualities, isn't afraid to take risks, and is just willing to do whatever it takes to get them from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? That's someone that I could be around, because I know that's the kind of energy I want to give somebody too.
Dang.
You know, I want to be able to motivate somebody to do better. Even they might be doing good, but what can make you better? You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of friends I want to have too. Is like, hey, bro, you're doing good, but what the fuck can you do to get yourself to the next level?
Right.
You know, and that's the thing. I think that's what a lot of us need. And to hang around me, to be someone that I can say like, oh, I fuck with you heavy. That's the qualities you need to have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't have those qualities, me and you aren't gonna be talking for too long. You know what I'm saying? And that's not because it's like I'm hate on you or anything. Nah, it's because you gotta be able to serve a purpose to me as I can serve a purpose to you. You know what I'm saying? It's not because, you know, I feel like we gotta be beneficial for each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether you gotta pick and choose the people you want around you.
Facts.
You gotta be real selective.
Strategic.
You got to be real selective as to who you let around you, who you bring to your home, who you bring to your family, who you bring to your kids. You got to be real selective. And you don't want any kind of fucking negative energies, bad fucking mentalities around you. That shit's not cool.
Right.
You need people that are willing to go above and beyond. Problem solvers, go-getters, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the energy I want around me. That's how you know that you could be around me.
Right.
What about you?
For me, man, I need to be able to look at my folks and be inspired. Right, if you're in my friend group and I can't hear what you're doing and just be inspired off just hearing off what you're doing or what motivates you, or can't even hear something and learn something from you, right? That's kind
Someone
of
that can stimulate your mind.
right? Because iron sharpens iron, right? Like so.
Of course.
Yes,
so,
sir.
like,
Of course.
I fucks with that statement.
right, like. I want to be able to look around my friend group, and the casual conversation is going to be like, "Yo, so what inspired you today? Like, what you're trying to accomplish? What are your goals looking like? What are your actionables to get there? Or somebody even if they don't want to talk about my goals and what I'm trying to do, they're excited to talk about what they're accomplishing, right? Like, yo,
Where they're at,
yo,
where they're going.
This is what I'm doing. This is what I did. This is my vision. This is what I did to start getting there. Oh man, check it. Look, I just got this loan for X amount of dollars. I'm gonna put this as a down payment to get this ice vending machine, and then I'm gonna put this at the local convenience store, and I'm really excited. This is what I did. This is oh man, I'm so excited, right? You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of stuff that inspires me and makes me want to hop on my ball even harder. Not on no competition type stuff, but just on some like that's that good energy, right? And good energy breeds good energy.
Facts.
Yeah, it's just you need people. You need people to want to see grow. You need to see growth for you to know that, hey, man, I might want that for myself too. You know what I'm saying? And
Or something like that.
yeah,
for
and
myself,
like I
right.
said, I'm real heavy on if I eat my whole
Whole
if I eat
team
my
eat
whole
it.
team eats.
Right, whole team.
But the same thing is they have to have the same mentality too, because
But they got to get kills as well.
That's what I'm saying. They
Right.
can't. It can't just be I'm feeding
Yeah,
everybody. We
right.
all feeding each other. You know what I'm
Sir.
saying?
We can eat, but you got to be killing too.
Yeah, bring
Yeah.
something to the table.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I said, that's exactly why my circle of friends is real small.
I heard.
And I don't even like the term circle of friends, bro. I hate it. You know
That's
why? Because
mandatory.
it's only a circle of friends if you guys are all spinning on the same axis. If it ain't, if someone's start, that's why it becomes, like he said, like we said, Betterment often includes Solitude, is because the moment that quote unquote circle of friends, one person starts being, changing up, even if it's better, it's no longer a circle because that one person's already kind of like, I want to do a little better.
Okay, we're 3-dimensional. We'll say sphere of friends.
Exactly. So now that circle is no longer a circle because you kind of, in a sense, breaking off. And it's not gonna work if you on a different mind than everybody else. I mean, everybody's mind works differently, but at the end of the day, I mean, you want to be with people that inspire you. You want to hang around with people that inspire you, and the only way to do that is to get rid of those that don't. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I'm not saying go right now and unfollow everybody on your Instagram
I
that
am.
don't fuck with you.
I am.
Go
I'm
ahead,
saying
dude.
go ahead, unfollow. Like I was talking to Eric earlier today about how what you see shapes your reality, right?
Yes.
So if you have your Instagram feed and you're not seeing people open businesses, you're not seeing people buy homes, you're not seeing people accomplish things, becoming doctors, becoming lawyers, just accomplishing shit on a regular basis, right? Like, what are you feeding yourself? What are you programming your brain to think? Because our brains are just computers that we program all day long, and it can only spit back at us what we put into it, right? So, yeah, go and follow them unhealthy pages and follow some good shit, right?
Right. Yeah. Do whatever you need to do to get on the path that you want for yourself.
Right.
I think for myself, what I look in my circle of friends is I look for people that have traits that I lack. So, like, charisma is like a big one. If I see somebody able to chop it up,
What do I have, Eric?
I think
A
you're
beard?
charismatic. I ain't going
Oh.
front. I think you're charismatic.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you. I'm
What
blushing.
about me?
I'm blushing.
charismatic as well. Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Rose, you are pretty charismatic. I'm not gonna give it to you. Go ahead, Eric. Finish your statement. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you good.
I was just fishing for compliments.
I felt left out too.
You saying you look for traits that you lack?
Yes, exactly. Yes, because I want to cultivate them in myself. So the way I see other people do, I learn a lot. It's like monkey see, monkey do. I'm like, oh, okay, he does. Okay, I read books on that shit. If I know you read books, I'm like, I'm trying to get in your head. I'm like, hey, what you reading right now? What's up? Put me on game, whatever. If you're better at me than something, I'm on your head, man. I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to get in there because I know that you have something that you're able to offer. If you need help with something, that's what I usually bring to the table. I always bring a good attitude, and I try to help them in whatever way possible. So,
Yeah, chop wood, carry water, buddy.
say again.
Chop wood, carry water, buddy.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
That's the thing, exactly. You want to be able to learn and grow with those people around you. You know what I'm saying? Like Eric, I see Eric as an intellectual. Now that he wants to touch upon, see people that have other traits than you. I read like at a third grade level. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Cat in the Hat is my book. Now I mean Floyd Mayweather
He
type
was
shit.
spitting.
Floyd Mayweather
bars.
type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I could barely read the Cat in the Hat type shit, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying I'm illiterate or I'm stupid or nothing. I'm not. I'm far
He's
from
an
that.
electrician. He's pretty fucking smart.
But it's still,
Hell yeah.
it's just, It's just I like to see, and like he said, it's a really good point because I didn't really realize it until you actually put it into words, Eric. That I do hang out with y'all because it's shit that you guys have that I lack. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel as though I'm the brightest dude. My man Eric right here, that motherfucker is the brains behind the whole operation. You know what I'm saying?
I believe it.
I'm just the face. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the face of the shit. In other words, you know what I'm saying? But aside from that, you're right. But then again, like I said, I can learn from him. Shit that that I want to be able to learn from. I could fuck with Eric. I see his mindset is right. That's the reason why I hang out with the man. You know what I'm saying? You don't see me hanging out with my fucking high school pothead homie, quote unquote homies anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What the fuck am I gonna learn from them? How to fucking take a bong hit? Like, I never learned that, to be honest with y'all. Now that we're being honest, I ain't even learned that shit. I don't smoke weed. I don't do none of that shit. And I'm not hating on people that do. Some people love that shit, and that's cool.
And there's a place for it.
And exactly,
yeah.
but that ain't me. I just can't do it.
Literally, what's the chat talking about?
All right, so we got DJ Danny D. That's the homie. He says growth mindset, bro. Hey, appreciate you for tuning in, man.
Yes.
Hell
We appreciate you, bro.
Yes.
And that's what it is all about. It's all about growth, baby.
All about growth.
We have J-Lo saying, need to be able to learn from each other, both in wins and in losses.
Mainly
Yeah.
in losses. You can learn more from losing than you could ever learn from winning.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
The one thing is, though, if you did learn from a loss, it wasn't a loss to begin with.
Learning experience.
it's true.
It
True.
wasn't-
It was
it wasn't
an
a loss to begin
opportunity.
with. Yeah.
It was a win to get better. Right? And betterment is always the goal, hopefully.
Yeah, all you learn from winning is like, okay, I did everything right. Just do it again.
Hopefully. Right?
Yeah.
Hopefully, like, there's sometimes you win. Like, you ever watch a football game where, I think there was a football game where Matt Stafford, while he was with the Rams, just played a horrible game, but they still won because the other team was playing a worse game.
Oh,
Right?
Okay, I see you.
Sometimes
you
you
still
can win.
won. You still won.
And there's like you won, but there's so many lessons. Like you won by the grace of God or
Right,
by
a
like
fluke,
luck,
right?
Like you should
Bad call or something, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? But in
yeah.
reality, you played the better game,
Right.
It all comes down to look, bro. Focus on like Rose. Focus on the game you playing. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the kind of work ethic you got.
Right.
At the end of the day, know that you did the best that you could, and if that's what you gave, that's cool, man. Just know that you could do better. You could always. There's always room to progress. There's always room to grow. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, these dudes around me, I would want to see them grow. I want to see them do better. And hopefully that inspires me to be better. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason that's the kind of friendships that we need to have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of mindset we need to have as well. And it also has to do a lot with ourselves. We have to be able to see within ourselves and say, I want better for me and I want better for others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I find pleasure in helping other people. I find pleasure in talking to people. I find pleasure. If I could make somebody's day a little bit better, maybe make them laugh, maybe make them feel, whatever. I know I did something right. That's my purpose. My purpose in life, I feel as though it's to be able to help other people.
Right.
I take pride in helping other people. It brings me joy, and like I said, if you could simply make somebody smile, you don't know how much that could fucking mean to somebody,
You never know. You never know what that means for somebody else, right?
And
like,
yeah,
what they're going through.
it's
Facts.
we have to realize and accept that it's okay to let go. It's okay to let go of all the old shit, all the old conversations, all the old memories. You can still have them in your mind. You can still have the memories there. They're not gonna go anywhere. But at the end of the day, remember that was in the past. You know what I'm saying? Those friendships those memories were from before. Is that person the same person back then, or is that person growing and being a little bit more better for you, beneficial for you? Because at the end of the day, the time will fly by, and if you're still stuck in that same position, I'm sorry to tell you, but life is just passing you by.
Man, there's so many examples of life passing people by that you could just look at, right? Like from guys that were OGs on the block when I was young that I looked up to, right? And I remember when I turned maybe about 25, I was the operations manager of a clothing warehouse, and that's like the number 2 position in the warehouse, right?
Yeah.
And there I was, further along career-wise and professionally than some of the big homies that were on the block doing the same stuff that they were doing when I was 14, 15 years old, right? And I remember that moment when it kind of dawned on me, like, dang, man, this dude, This dude is in his mid-30s, about to be 40 years old, doing the same
Just
thing.
caught in a loop.
Just caught in a loop.
That's
and,
it.
and I've surpassed him.
I feel
That's
that.
crazy.
There's been a post on Instagram. It's been coming up on my feed from like all kinds of different pages, and it says some people.
OnlyFans. Just playing. I'm just playing.
Derailed.
I'm just playing. Keep going.
No, but
Give that man a tip.
no, but it says some people die at 25 and don't realize it until they're 75, until they're actually dead.
Benjamin Franklin.
Yes.
Yes.
I was like, dude.
Yes.
Yeah. Shit. That's a really strong statement, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Freaking, I think Lute said it on a song. He's like, a lot of dead homies living through me. They're not really dead. They're just dead because they didn't follow their dreams or something along those lines.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that was just saying, like, if you go along with somebody else's plan for you outside of your purpose, right, you die. You stop. Like, there are so many men that have lost their purpose, that are henpicked husbands that just stay and just do the routine and have lost their manlyhood, their manhood, I guess, because they just succumb to
Yes.
struggling today.
No, you good?
Succumb
Nah,
to.
you just buzz, bro. That's all it is.
I'm not even buzzed. I had this Pedialyte. I'm good.
Bring me back to
I
life.
took a cold shower. I'm good.
This man tried to sober up before he
Real quick.
went to go get hammered
Real
again.
quick. Hey man.
You know we about to go drinking again, right?
Yes, I'd like to be ready to be drunk again.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Why
Respect
get
that.
drunk once when you can get drunk twice? Anyway,
In one day.
but like these people, they succumb to choices that they've made, and then allowed those choices to keep them locked in place. And then they hit midlife crises and all these other different things, rather than taking the time to sit with themselves and sit with what's uncomfortable, have those uncomfortable conversations, and then move forward. Yeah, I'm struggling, man. But
No, you
anyways.
good. I was actually just thinking about completely out of left field. Eric, the last time we went to the spot we're going to today,
Right.
the only way I could find you in the crowd is gonna be a random ass stop, bro. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go there. I'm sorry. It's just
It's
the
'cause
only
he was black,
bro. No,
dark,
I was smiling.
chocolate.
I was smiling.
no. Check it out.
Okay.
It's along those lines, Rose. The only way I was able to find this man in the group of people is that he was the tallest black man that was constantly smiling all night.
The whole night.
I was just, bro.
You couldn't see his eyes. He's probably doing
I would go
this the
take a
whole
piss.
time.
I would go take a piss and come back, and I'm just like, dude, as I'm taking the piss, I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna find Eric again? The spot isn't that big, but there's a fuck ton of people there.
Right.
So I was like, how the fuck am I gonna go in there and find Eric? And I don't want to go, digging through the crowd, making circles in the bitch. So then I was like, okay, how the fuck am I gonna find him? And then I'm like,
You
okay,
gotta
I
find
walk
him.
out into
He
the
the tree in the
crowd,
middle.
and I just see the dude, just the tallest black dude, just vibing.
Like
I'm
a
like,
tree
that's
just-
my boy right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm
branching
just saying 'cause
out.
that's gonna be the same shit today. You know what I'm
Times
saying?
two.
Times
what-
two.
That times two, so now I gotta look out for two black tall dudes. You know what I'm
opposite
saying?
ends of the dance floor and shit.
Yeah. Rose is on this side, Eric's on that side. I'm just walking to the middle type shit.
on
yeah.
me, on me.
Yeah, but I was sorry, bro. I was like, right now when Rose was talking, I was like, dude, that shit just came into my mind. I don't know. I'm just mentally preparing myself for what I'm gonna go on later on.
So he's already clocked out, y'all.
Yeah, he
like,
checked out.
Not
he's
checked
not
out,
even
but
here.
I'm on demon hours. I'm not checked out. I'm just on demon hours already. You know what I'm saying?
he's like, yo, guys, how am I gonna find y'all? We're not even at that problem yet. Let's worry about that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but to get back on the tracks, know what I mean? We got to realize that the only thing that the past, with those people that are left behind, is the past is the only thing you have in common. You only have what you guys experienced in the past in common, because
Right.
if you guys are on the same shit, you guys are gonna split. You guys are gonna go apart anyway, because the only
Mandatory.
thing you had in common was back then.
Was something that y'all had in common back then.
Exactly, it's the past. The past is what you guys had in common,
Right? It's literally high school, right? How many high school friends that like right
None.
after high school did you just lose
bro. I don't talk.
instantaneously? Because the only thing you had in common was that you guys showed up to the same place every day.
I think I
Right.
talked to like maybe, I want to say like a handful of them, and I want to say like 5 fingers could probably count how many people I talked to from high school.
Right.
And why? Because it's just
That's just the way it is.
it just happens. You got to leave the
Life
past
happens,
behind you. You
people's
know what I'm
going
saying?
through different things.
I'm a complete different man than I was before. You know what I'm saying? I think differently. I process shit differently. I'm a lot of those dudes, most of them are kind of stuck on the same shit. And I mean, I'm not saying I'm a better person or not, but I got different shit on my mind. I got other responsibilities. I got other shit on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Most importantly, I got my son on my mind. You know,
That's
so
legit.
I gotta, I gotta wake up. I gotta go to work. I gotta go do shit. I got other shit. You know what I'm saying, to be able to put food on my kid's mouth. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like I might want to have a couple more kids later on down the road. So
Right.
I gotta get myself ready for that kind of shit.
You know, my friend group range is a lot different, right? Like I've got some hood friends, I got some friends that are dead, I got some friends that are in jail, I got some friends that are engineers, I got some friends that are nurses, I got some friends that are doctors, right?
Moving another beer, Eric. You want one?
I'm good. Thank you.
Uh,
It's a wide gamut, bro. It's like a
so
spectrum
wide
of
gamut,
homies.
right?
Yeah.
And so like for they're the friends that got left behind just because what they were doing was not in a direction that I wanted to go in, right? And then there's
Yeah.
friends that I kind of stopped necessarily having time for because we're all busy trying to pursue our paths that we carved out in
Right.
life.
Life
right?
happens, right?
You know what I mean? So like my one of my good buddies, what the engineer dude, he is probably to this day still one of the I would consider one of my closest friends. I haven't talked to him in maybe a year and a half, maybe two, right? Just because he's doing super secret government stuff, and
Right.
I really don't want to be interviewed by by the government because I'm in proximity to this man. So
Yeah.
just doing different stuff, right? And then our apprenticeship takes us away from so many different things, right?
Facts.
Yeah,
But
so-
he's still solid, right? Like if you were to meet up with him tomorrow, he's still your nigga, right?
Right. I know.
Hell yeah.
I would know. That's my Dunny. You know what I mean? I'd have a brisk for him. You know who he is. You
Hell
know what
yeah.
I mean? And we probably sit on the couch that we found outside like we was high school kids.
Yeah.
Chop it up, drink that brisk, and keep it pushing.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I think what we're trying to say here, guys, is like, yeah, you need to cut out certain people in your life. It might be your friends, family, relationship, whoever. But we're not saying like, hey, on some fuck you shit. Like, nah. We're just saying like you might need to distance yourself for a while just so you could get back on track, or so you could actually get on track to where you need to go. So, yes, you might need to distance yourself, but we're not saying like, hey, drop off the face of the earth type shit. Like,
sometimes you gotta, sometimes it
Yeah.
takes dropping off the face of the earth, right? Like to produce a radical change, right? You gotta do something radical, right? Like, so if you're trying to get on track, you've never been on track before, yeah, you might need to do some radical shit, like
yes.
drop off the face of the earth. Everybody you talk to, cold turkey. Don't even tell nobody what you're trying to do, right? Just hop on that shit, right? And get about doing the work and get discipline, right? Discipline equals freedom. So you know what I mean? To get free from whatever it is that you're bound by and to hop on track with what you're trying to accomplish, you gotta be radical. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta be in solitude and just make some shit happen.
I agree with that. Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not always the case, but sometimes that's the case.
I honestly, yeah, you're right. It depends on like where you are. If you're like way off the rails, you're gonna have to do something radical like that. Usually, you're right. You're 100% right, Rose. You do need to fall off the face of the planet.
Where the white women at?
But what I'm trying to say is that there might be
This
people
nigga.
that you don't need to like
Bring along
isolate
that
yourself.
journey,
Right.
right?
You don't need to bring them along that journey. Keep in contact with people. I mean, solitude, like you said on the last episode, is what I'm trying to say, is that there needs to be balance. If you're solitude all the time, it's like self-destructive. If you're by yourself, you need to look for, like how Rose was saying, you need to look for people that are ahead of you on the path that you're trying to pursue. So
You got to be able to look up to people. You know what I'm saying? People that motivate you. People that you want. People that inspire you.
yeah.
I guess you can say. And you know what? We gotta normalize not talking to your friends every day. It's okay if you guys don't talk to each other every day. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
people tend to feel like, oh, we're not talking all the time. You don't fuck with me because you don't text me all day every day. Nah, dude. Like, Rose, how many times do I text you?
A lot.
Stop lying, bro. See this
All the time.
this
like,
man is wild,
maybe
dude.
about 45 times a minute.
No, this man is crazy.
Nah, he doesn't text me ever. He doesn't even like me, I don't think.
I wouldn't say that, but this man is he
Um,
doesn't like me.
I'd say the same thing differently though.
What do you mean?
Like I would say normalize not just having bullshit conversations with your friends. Normalize.
But I bullshit all the time though. 9 times out of 10, the shit I say is bullshit.
Yeah, I mean,
outside of like speaking facts and shit. I mean, I talk out of my ass plenty.
I mean,
You know what I'm
there's
saying?
space for that within the same conversation, right? Like we're having a intellectual conversation between the three of us right now, and whoever's in the chat, and bullshitting all along the while at the same time. So there's balance in that structure.
The world is
But
all
at the same
about
time,
balance.
right? All right, all day. But at the same time, like normalize it being important to say, hey man, last time we spoke, you said you were going to hit the gym 3 times a week. Did you do that?
I feel
Keep
attacked.
each other accountable.
Right.
I feel attacked.
Or like last time we talked, you were really excited about your apprenticeship. So how's that going? Right. You know what I mean? Let's have that conversation. Right. Like if the only thing that we have in common that makes us friends is hanging out and bullshit and just fucking off and wasting time, you know what I mean? Then yeah, normalize cutting back on that. Right. But then on the flip end, right, you could have friends that are friends, and normalizing, moving forward as people and growth
I'm just hyped.
and development. You're excited. What time we got?
We're running on
7:34.
an hour right now. Yeah.
We're
We
should.
should.
we're on
we
the
should
tail
be
end.
good. What's going on with the chat though? What's up?
All right, so we got a couple chats. My bad, Rose.
Say the word. Say
That's
the
all
word.
good. We out here.
All right, so we
Should have
got
brought me a beer already.
Maryland. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh God, yes it does.
And then J-Lo's, he agrees with you 100%, falling off the face of the planet.
Fall
Oh,
off,
yeah.
J-Lo's, man, fall off.
See,
Plug
look.
back in, tap in when it's time.
There
Right?
you go.
I think it's cool to fall off the face of the planet every once in a while, but I mean, honestly, to me, I feel as though you taking yourself from the face of the planet for too many times. I don't really think it's right. I don't really think it's like that's the way to do it or that's the move. Then, granted that I like to fight my battles head on. I like to do my demons. I like to fight my demons head on. I don't really like to take the time to just take myself away from the situation or take myself from the world because the world around me ain't got no problems. They're not causing this shit around me.
Not at all. But
You know what I'm saying? Like
there's
the people around
distractions,
the
though.
people around me, they're only distractions if you let them happen, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
that's the thing. Like I tend to have tunnel vision. You know what I'm saying? If I say I'm gonna do something, I tend to do it. Or if I say I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna start this, I'm gonna make this. I tend to I have a real hungry mentality. If I say something, it might take me a minute or two to get it, but I'm gonna get it for sure. You know what I'm saying? So I think it all comes down to you gotta have that mindset. You know what I'm saying? You gotta change. We gotta change within ourselves in our mind how we really are. If you want to go get it, you just got to fucking tell yourself I want to get it. You got to be hungry enough to get it too. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's okay to fucking, take a little mental break every once in a while, refresh, But you got to think about it, bro. The shit you see on a lot of people tend to do social cleanses and all kinds of shit. The shit you see on social media is 9 times out of 10 is all fake anyway. People are not going to put their mistakes, their flaws, their issues on
highlight
social
reel.
media.
Highlight reel.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? People are not gonna people just want to put what they want to do. People want to show you their happy moments, they want to fucking show off that they're doing this and that. It's not their fucking everyday life. You don't know their struggles. You don't know what the fuck they go through. So don't put yourself in a situation where you want to fucking be like that person. Because that person might be in the
person's not
worst.
even being like this.
Yeah, that person's just showing you what the fuck they want the world to see. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it how you can. Focus on yourself. Fuck what the person next to you's doing. Do what the fuck makes you feel better. Do what makes you happy. Find your purpose. That person found theirs. You find yours.
Yeah, we got more chats. We got Brandon saying, nah, drop off the face if you got to, for real. And
Facts,
then
Brandon.
He said, not everyone is
Facts.
supposed to be part of your journey.
Not everyone
No,
needs to know.
I agree on
Not
that.
everyone needs to be a part of it. You don't need to give nobody no reasons why you did it. Nothing. Like, it's all you for you, right?
Like
You know
I
what
said
mean?
earlier in the podcast, bro, you don't owe anything to anybody.
To nobody.
The only thing you owe is the loyalty enough for yourself and the self-respect to be able to cut everybody off and say, you know what, I'm focused on myself and where I need to be. That's it.
We got one last chatter saying, fellas, what are your thoughts on stoicism?
I think Eric's going to be the one to answer that one.
Eric,
Eric is
that's
heavy
Eric's.
on that shit.
He's a stoic. My man, Eric.
Eric
the
is
stoic.
heavy on
Dude.
stoicism.
Dude, yes. Honestly, I'm just starting. I'm just starting on that shit, and I'm like, dude,
Eric kind of got me into that shit too.
there's like hella thoughts on like
That shit is crazy,
it's
bro.
philosophy.
That
man.
shit is crazy. It's honestly, in my opinion, bro, it's like philosophy and it's like bare bones. Like it's nitty gritty. It's down and dirty. It's pretty fire, dog. If you sit down and read that shit, it's pretty fucking fire.
Hell yeah. Being able to like confront anything and be unbothered by it, you're in like a strong ass place. Not many people can reach that shit, but like once you start reading Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, there's like a gang of Stoics. I recommend like to ease yourself into it. Follow some Instagram pages. They'll probably recommend you some books. Yeah, Marcus Aurelius for sure. You should read a book on Marcus Aurelius. I should get the. Oh, my phone's on the recording, but yeah, Stoicism. Basically, that's what it is. Anything that could happen, like you focus on what you can control, not what's out of your control. Yeah, exactly.
Do we have show notes?
Show notes? No, but we will. Thank you for bringing that up. We will.
Because then we could have links to books and shit.
Yeah, no, I started reading on that Marcus Aurelius, bro. That man is the truth. That man is the truth. Focus on what needs your focus. You know what I'm saying? What you can control and fuck everything else you can't. Because that's what people tend to realize. And they tend to stress over shit that they cannot control. And it's like,
because they can't control it.
Why stress over something that's out of your control? You know what I'm saying? Worry about the shit you can control. Fuck everything else.
Yeah, and they talk about like being offended, and like you realize that being offended is like your perception of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like once you distance yourself emotionally, and then you think about the situation logically, all those emotions start to dissipate. Like I forgot where I read this, but an emotion only lasts for like 90 seconds. After that, you persist that shit.
Choices.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's a choice to be angry and shit. So, yeah, man. Honestly, if you're a guy, even if you're a female, any type of person could gain some wisdom from this. Read up on Stoicism. There's plenty of Instagram pages putting that shit out there, and there's books on this shit too. It's philosophers from Greece. They thought about this that was their job. So I think you'll be able to pick something up.
One of my favorite ones is from Marcus Aurelius, bro, and that shit says the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts.
Facts.
That shit is
facts.
Fucking phenomenal,
Facts.
bro. Yeah, you guys should
Facts.
definitely. Honestly, I started fucking reading up on Marcus Aurelius and actually listen, like I guess like hearing his what his actual main quotes were. So like I hate reading.
How?
To me,
You don't read, bro? How'd you hear about Marcus Aurelius, man?
Because of this, I heard from this man. I didn't go on and read a book type shit. And I was like, I can't read, bro. Don't let me try to say this shit again.
One more time.
But it's dope, right? Yeah.
That shit is fire, bro.
On the Instagram, it's just excerpts, and you're
exactly.
like, you can think about it.
It's just little quotes. You know what I'm saying? Little
tidbits.
Right,
little bits that are at my reading level. You know what I'm saying? So if I could read it, y'all could do it too. But that shit is fire, bro. And it's simple little quotes that'll be like, damn, like this motherfucker was on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker was wise. And a lot of, like I said, I mean, that stoicism shit is pretty crazy, bro. The quotes that especially Marcus Aurelius, because that's one of the guys that I've been mainly listening to. Yeah. Seneca, he's a
man without purpose.
Man without
purpose.
Exactly. That's where I got that one from, bro. That shit. I don't even gotta explain that one, bro. That shit is just fucking concrete. You know what I mean?
Speaks for itself.
Yeah. So yeah, I recommend it. You guys, read up on that shit. My man Eric put me on some game.
Yo, just read in general, right?
Yeah.
Like
Audibles.
Yeah, or listen to it, or play the YouTube PDF or whatever it is that you want to get access to it from. But get more information.
What else they saying in the chat, Eric? Yes, get more information.
Get more information.
Yes. Brandon Herrera, he says, any book recommendations? You know what, Rose? The thing we have on this board, I wish I could point the camera right now. You know what? Maybe I could point with this one. Let me check right here. So we have, I don't know if y'all read that. The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. And we got that from our author called Stephen Covey.
Quote that book, Eric. What's the name of that book, Rose?
7 Habits
there you go.
of the Highly Effective People, right?
7 Habits of Highly Effective People, yep.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll put that quote in general on the board because that shit is
You can't go
You
wrong.
cannot go wrong.
You cannot go wrong if you keep the main thing the main thing.
Exactly.
Right?
Your mission.
You know what I mean? Put the blinders on and you just focus on what you're trying to accomplish. But yeah,
Say it again, Eric. I like the way you say it again, Eric.
The
Pause.
main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing.
See what I mean? Just the sound
It's
of
the-
Eric's
it's
voice
the
just
depth
resonates it.
in
You know
his
what I'm saying?
voice,
Like,
right? Well, I'm too raspy.
I drank too
he
much
sounds-
already.
You didn't drink enough.
I didn't drink enough.
But yeah, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
That's a good start. Chop wood, carry water. That's about falling in love with the process rather than being in love with the end point of a journey, right? Like the process of what it takes to be successful, right? Like what does it take to be disciplined, right? The discipline portion of it, falling in love with that aspect, right? Because if the man, what's the quote? The quote is, the man who loves to walk will walk further than the man who
I just
who
heard
just
that.
wants to,
He just walks for like a reason,
to-
right?
for a purpose,
For-
right? Just walking
yeah.
to his goal, right? The man who just loves to walk for the sake of walking, he gonna keep walking.
Yeah.
So what? He walk 12 miles. So what? He walk 26. So what? So what? He loves walking. He gonna keep going.
Hey. Another one is You Were Born Rich. I like You Were Born Rich because it tells you like if you focus on what you're trying to do, your it talks about all kinds of stuff, but if you focus on what you're trying to do, more than likely you're gonna accomplish it because your brain starts to see patterns. Rose and I, we're talking for like 3 minutes and we covered like so much fucking shit.
So much fucking shit.
I know,
Honestly.
they left me out of it type shit.
You weren't
I
in the room.
wasn't in the room. Still.
Rose said, correct me if I butcher it, but he was saying like if I have car problems and I'm going down the same road as he is,
Don't stop.
I'm gonna start noticing mechanic shops, right? Because I know in the back of my head I have car problems, so I'm like, okay, look at all these mechanic shops down the road. Rose, on the other hand, he's probably hungry, so what is he gonna notice down the same road that I'm traveling down? Restaurants. So
All the food spots.
So that touches back on that. You were born rich. If you focus on what you're trying to do, if you're focused like, hey, you know what? In 3 years, I want to make, I don't know, $200,000 a year. You're gonna focus on making $200,000 a year. What can I do? I need multiple streams of income. I need exactly. I need to own
Passive
properties,
income.
passive income. Yeah, I want to make money when I sleep, type shit. Imagine that. How many people can actually say that? I make money when I fucking sleep.
I woke up to more money in my bank account that I did not actually work for.
So hell yeah, rich. You were born rich. Gives you the mindset. Doesn't give you the how, but it gives you the mindset to accomplish
To go
those
get
things.
it.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Tyler the Creator said some shit. I saw it not too long ago. He was like, "There's nothing that's not figure outable."
I
Right.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? So like, you will find a way to do whatever it is that you figure outable.
That's fire.
Right, like that word in and of itself was so fire. I was like,
That shit
"Oh,
is
figure
fire.
outable, okay." Right,
Shit
and
is fire.
he said he wanted
Wordplay.
he wanted to be a screen printer. He wanted to screen print some shirts. This is back in when we would burn DVDs. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that
off
shit.
LimeWire and shit.
LimeWire was the shit.
Was the shit. But anyways, he was talking about he wanted to be a screen printer, but he didn't have any money and he didn't know how to. And that was back when they had remember those iron-on
Right,
shits, the little
yeah.
iron-on shit. So he saved up some money to get the iron-on shits from the store. He like made copies of the design because he only had a certain kind of ink.
Mm-hmm.
He printed that up, sold those shirts, flipped that, and got enough money for the ink that he wanted. Boom, doubled back. Went back to the iron thing. Boom, sold more of the shit. Boom, double back. Finally got to the point where he could have scales sent to a screen printer to do the work that he wanted done. And so he's like, yeah, whatever. If you really want to do something, that shit is figure outable.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's just you against you, bro.
You get out your way, buddy.
Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
Stop being
Get out
afraid.
Out your
way.
own damn way.
Yeah, get out
Exactly.
your way, man. Don't be afraid, or be afraid, but move in spite of it.
But that's bravery right there, huh?
Right, that's bravery.
DJ Danny D. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
That's a
Oh, that guy's
classic.
fire too.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
a
classic.
good ass book.
I felt like when I read that book though, like I just knew everything in it already.
Yeah,
right?
I feel you.
Like for me personally, but you know what I mean. That's still a golden one for a lot of people. That opens their mindset up to what is possible. Assets over liabilities. I don't know if you guys like Earn Your Leisure. Hopefully you guys follow those guys. Assets over liabilities is a quote that they have turned into a whole brand. So yeah, Earn Your Leisure. Follow those guys. I don't know if I should be subbing niggas out on your shit, but
That's good. Hell
This
yeah.
man is crazy.
Yeah, it's for growth. It's for
Yeah,
self
it's for
improvement.
growth. Yeah, you know, let's not to touch back on it. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure that it's okay to cut people off, especially that serve, as fucked up as it sounds, that don't serve the same purpose in your life.
mama, your brother, your daddy, your grandmama.
It might be. It might
It
be.
might- it
any
could be.
of those people.
It could be.
I mean, that could be your reality.
But
and it is what
remember,
it is. Do what you gotta
life
do.
Yes,
life
sir.
happens. You know what I'm saying? Life happens. You gotta normalize. You know, you don't gotta fucking talk to your friends every fucking day. You know, you should check. It's cool to check up on them every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta normalize. You know that it's not. You know, you guys, your life takes different paths. You know, you gotta realize that life happens. You know, you guys both have two different. You guys are two different people, two different lives going on. You know what I'm saying? So you guys got to be able to take it, you know, to swallow to swallow your pride and be like, you know what, dude, this shit might not be the relationship, the friendship, you know, I guess the family ship, what you can call that will benefit you later on in life. So
Even
be
presently.
or be prepared to just be like, you know what, dude, this ain't gonna work out. Lates. Make room for people in your life that'll benefit you. You know what I'm saying?
That will benefit who you're becoming rather than who
Exactly.
you were.
Exactly.
Cool.
So
yeah, man. I think
that's pretty
That's
much
it.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
that's it. What the chat saying? Let me see what's good with Danny D. Brandon, all you niggas, I fuck with y'all, or non niggas too.
Everybody.
Yeah.
The chat's not saying much
Everybody
right
get it.
now. I think they're letting it seep in. But hey, you guys.
I got some free game tonight.
Oh God, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you for tuning in.
We
fellas.
we will see you guys again on Tuesday. Granted, we just to remind you guys, we are streaming. You know, we're putting up episodes Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yesterday was a
We're
little
We were a
brainstorming,
little
guys.
It was a
discombobulated
little-
yesterday.
Yeah, we were brainstorming yesterday, guys. So
brainstorming. Rose is getting out of pocket. We was brainstorming yesterday. Was trying to, you know, we bringing some heat for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So we're putting some shit together. Don't think we just not posting because we don't want to. Nah, we love being in here. We love putting these out for you guys. So we actually were just brainstorming yesterday. Our days are actually Tuesdays and Thursdays. We do post them up on our socials, on our Instagram, on our personals as well. My man Eric, Rose, you know, your boy Cheo. We do post them up on our socials, and we try to keep you guys informed with when we're gonna go live, what time we're gonna go live, so on and so forth. But yeah, we took yesterday to brainstorm on some shit, on some ideas, on some topics, you know, on some content, you know, on some merch. You know, we actually got some merch coming out too. You know, it's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? We try to just bear with us. You know what I'm saying? We got some shit. We love producing for you guys. So, you know, there's a method to this madness. You know what I mean?
yeah, and honestly, for the merch, I don't know if you guys saw it at the beginning of the show. We had a shirt. It says Game Podcast. So yeah, we should be announcing the winners soon. We're gonna walk you through the process. All the people that are following on our Instagram right now are entered automatically. So yeah, man, stay tuned. Keep in contact with us through our Instagram. Thank you for holding that up, Rose.
Rose is serving a purpose.
He's been serving the purpose. He's been dropping gems. Hell yeah.
Thank you, Eric.
I love. He's
Make eye contact with this.
I know that's what I'm
He don't
saying.
even want to be my soulmate. Yeah. Yeah.
I already
outta
got
here with
one,
that.
bro. I told you. My barber is my
Y'all saw him grab from
soulmate,
my hand.
bro.
Y'all saw him? It was right here.
I
He
didn't
just
reach. I
grabbed
reached for
hand.
my
You
phone.
wanna be
I
my
mean,
soulmate.
this man's crazy.
But yeah, guys, we'll be announcing the giveaway real soon.
It's gonna be on our Instagram, just so you guys know. It's gonna be something pretty simple. Everybody, we're gonna be. We ran it. Me and Eric ran through it before. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna bring it up again. We're gonna go into more details on Tuesday, but for right now, it's basically gonna be, you know, like, subscribe, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Share. The first, you know, people that are already following us on Instagram are already in there. We're gonna do one of those little. It's gonna be the top, you know, the three people that are chosen are gonna get some, you know, some free merch and shit like that, you know. So just tap in, you know what I'm saying? Keep showing some love, and we're gonna keep producing for you guys.
Yeah, and let us know any topics you guys want us to talk about. You guys might know more. If you want to also be on the podcast, we're open to that. Just hit us up on Instagram. Instagram is literally our central point. That's the hub.
Yeah, that's exactly where you guys are gonna be able to communicate with us directly. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want whatever you guys want to hear, whatever you guys want to talk about, because to keep in mind we do read you guys' comments online. You know,
Hell
we do
yeah.
like engaging with you guys. We do like answering you guys' questions, your comments, whatever. You know, these is topics that we want you guys to be able to be comfortable with talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever you guys want to talk about, shoot us a DM. If you guys have any concerns, comments, shoot us a DM. If you guys want to be on the podcast, shoot us a DM. It's all good. Just know that you guys can reach us at our Instagram. Our DMs are open. Know what I mean?
Yeah. So remember, guys, thank you very much for tuning. Like, comment, subscribe. You catch us on the next one, man. Thank you.
See you guys on Tuesday,
Happy
man.
4th of
Much
July.
love.
We ain't
Happy
said
4th
that
of
yet.
July.
Hey, you're right.
Independence Day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?